WHD2 Boca Raton, the home of the defending Eastern Conference champion Miami Heat, the defending Eastern Conference champion Florida Panthers, the Miami Hurricanes, and Leagues Cup champion Inter Miami CF. An Odyssey station.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
It's time for Sports Day.
Beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel like it's a beautiful day.
Turn it up. It's Sports Day with Dan Day.
The Heat suck right now. I'm not saying the whole season is blown, but right now, they suck. Really bad. Fought really hard yesterday to tie that game up. Then the Knicks just went on a 16-3 run. Pretty much ended things. Jaime Jaquez Jr., he can't be 100%. If he plays like that, he was getting cooked by Jalen Brunson towards the end of the game. Jalen Brunson was cooking. Jimmy Butler, you're not skating either. You were cold at the end of the game. The whole team just looked really bad at the very end of the game. They suck. The Heat suck right now. And they're not 100% healthy, even though they seem to have everybody available now. They got to get the gel going. They got to make things happen. But for right now, this could all change. The Heat suck. Doesn't get much easier. Monday, Phoenix Suns come to town. And although the Suns have underperformed this year, earlier this year, they whooped our you-know-what. And they still got a lot of talent on that team. Then the Sacramento Kings come to town on Wednesday. Sacramento pretty darn good too. Vitas Sabonis doing great. Domantas Sabonis, they're a good team. De'Aaron Fox can score. One guy who has not made that much of a difference yet, although give it some time. Scary Terry Rozier. He's been scary, all right. Scary, sad stats. Finally got in double digits in his third game with the Heat, averaging over 20 points with the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets are a bad team, but finally got into double digits. Scored 10 last night. Jimmy Butler was asked about Terry Rozier being added to the team, and he was overly enthusiastic about the new addition.
I mean, I think it can be a positive thing. A new face, yes. The scoring that he brings, the leadership that he brings. He's played in the playoffs a bunch with the opposing team. And I mean, he's just a hell of a player. He's smiling, he's happy. I think that's going to become very, very contagious.
That is a ringing endorsement right there from Jimmy Butler. I understand the situation. Kyle Lowry was his guy. The Heat, they brought him in because Jimmy Butler wanted him. Didn't exactly work out. Jimmy's still a little sour, it seems like, with the whole trade issue. Nonetheless, this team right now, very rough, hard to handle. My cousin Vladimir Luisson celebrating. You know, he's a Knicks guy. That's another thing. He cost me yesterday. Made a bet with Vlad. Winner doesn't have to pay at Duffy's and Plantation on Friday. So one of these Fridays, I'll be DJing at Duffy's and Plantation. Vlad's going to roll on down. And that man, when you're buying, can put him down. Tell Justin and Sabrina behind the bar, get those 2-for-1s ready because Vlad is coming to town and he's celebrating his Knicks, whooping up on the Miami Heat. Okay, well, once again, it's a long season. People are starting to get healthy for the Heat. Jaime Jaquez Jr., I hope he was not 100% healthy yesterday. Probably still reeling from that groin. Only had 6 points. We'll start gelling. We'll start getting healthy. Start putting it together. Going to be okay. Terry Rozier might actually score 20 points here and there. So far, we'll see, though. It's early. It's still early. Got to have faith. Solo dolo today. When I get off, rolling out of this joint, I actually have to go help someone move. They're moving apartments from like one apartment to like 3 doors down in the same apartment complex. So I was like, do you need help? And, you know, you're waiting for them to say, that'll be all right. They say, yeah, I could actually use some help. Okay, great. I'm going to North Miami to help move after this. And then hitting the football games. I got some beer. My dudes, Giuseppe and Nathan. I'm going to hang out, watch these games, and enjoy life. They got some games today. These are some doozies. Want to play a little bit of my heart and my wallet right now. I'm going to tell you who my heart wants, but I'm also going to tell you who my wallet is going to go with. First, let's talk about the 3 o'clock game. Kansas City, can they repeat as Super Bowl champions? They're playing the Baltimore Ravens. A lot of people say the best team in all of football. I can believe that. My heart wants the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, the whole team seems like they're really cool. I like them. My wallet, Kansas City. Seems like we've done this over and over and over again for the past couple of years. What's wrong with this Kansas City team? They don't have it together. They're not going to figure it out. I think they're just lying in the weeds waiting. They know what they need to do to win, and they're not going to extend any further than they need to go just to get a win. And everybody thinks, oh, this isn't the same Kansas City team. Yeah, they just keep winning in the playoffs. Got to wake up to that fact. This team does exactly what they need to do to win. Last year, everybody said, oh, Kansas City, they're not the Kansas City they used to be. Lo and behold, they won the Super Bowl. How'd they do it? Because that's how they do things. They're a wily veteran championship team. They get it done. Second game, San Francisco 49ers, Detroit Lions. My heart wants the Lions. Never been to the Super Bowl. Got a whole city behind them. Means the world to them. Like to see Jared Goff get back to a Super Bowl. Also deny Brock Purdy a chance to get to the Super Bowl. I'm not a big fan of his. Nonetheless, my heart wants the Detroit Lions to win. It'd be a great story. Dan Campbell biting kneecaps, punching people in the groin. Great stuff. My wallet, though, I hate to say it, San Francisco 49ers. Ugh, hate the 49ers. Do not like Brock Purdy. Do not like Kyle Shanahan. Do not like that organization. But my wallet does. So I think it's a repeat of the Miami Super Bowl right before COVID. Kansas City, San Francisco. This Kansas City team, I'm telling you, they got Taylor Swift with them. That helps. It really does. I'll explain why later. But I really do think Kansas City's that team that just does what it takes. They don't give you any more. They don't give you any less. They give you exactly what you need or what they need to get by. We'll see, though. Kickoff at 3 o'clock, then at 6:30. Let's roll. Let's get into some headlines first, though. The Heat are on a 6-game skid after falling to the Knicks 125-109 yesterday. Doesn't get any easier. As I said, the Suns and the Kings coming to town tomorrow and Wednesday. Panthers, hey, that's a good story. They keep winning on the road. Last night, a record 8th straight road win. This time it is against the Islanders, 3-2 in overtime. Philadelphia is coming to town Tuesday at 7. Panthers, they've been exactly what we thought they were going to be this year. Good. Real good. Got to feel real good right now if you're a Panthers fan. Loving it, living it, keeping it going, winning a lot on the road. That says a lot. Winning a lot of close games at the end. That says a lot. Panthers, they're primed to make it back to the Stanley Cup Finals. The Dolphins have requested an interview with Bills linebackers coach Bobby Babich to fill the vacated defensive coordinator position. Miami associate coach Eric Studesville, he has interviewed for the Titans offensive coordinator position. Yeah, there's going to be some moving around. We've already seen Vic Fangio, peace, mutually departing, but nonetheless, peace, gone. New coaches, people move around. That's how you do things. AFC Championship today, 3 o'clock, Chiefs, Ravens. Then at 6:30, NFC Championship, 49ers, Lions. I'll tell you, the Chiefs, like I said, they give you exactly what they want. The other narrative, Lamar Jackson has problems in the playoffs. Will it happen again? We're going to wait and see. 49ers, Lions. Just seems like the Lions defense is too suspect at times. They're a tough team, but the 49ers are really, really good. Just Brock Purdy, I don't exactly believe in Brock Purdy. I think Shanahan has his system, good defense, kind of makes up for lack of a good quarterback. Doesn't really want a star quarterback, just kind of wants a guy to get through and get it going. Some people are saying Brock Purdy's the next Joe Montana. You'll see. We will see. Let's see what happens this evening. Man, those beers are going to taste so good. I actually went to 26 Degree Brewing in Pompano Beach the other day. Got some of their Zico's Rage Stout. Oh, I'm going to drink some of that tonight or this afternoon for the game. It's going to be delicious. Great. But first, I got to help someone move. Oh, man, nothing like that. Manchester United defeated Newport in the English FA Cup 2-1. February 25th is the final of the Carabao Cup between Chelsea and Liverpool. That's at 11:30 a.m. My dude Clive over there at Duffy's in Plantation, he's a Man U fan. I'm a Chelsea fan. My friend Ken is a Liverpool fan. We're getting together at King's Head Pub in Sunrise, right down the street from Duffy's, actually, for that Carabao Cup between Chelsea and Liverpool. Last time those two teams met in the final of the Carabao Cup, it went to a shootout. Chelsea lost 10-9. Yes, that's right. The goalkeepers, they were kicking and sticking. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. 11:30 a.m. Nothing like having some pints in the a.m. hours at a bar watching some football. Very exciting, very cool. Canes men's basketball team, they held off a comeback from Pittsburgh to win 72-68. They head to NC State for a game Tuesday at 9. A little late night, great night. NC State, my dude Nathan, he went to NC State. I'm still cheering for the U. It's all about the U. Unless they're playing LSU, then it's all about the LSU. Alma mater. What can I say? Inter Miami midfielder Benjamin Kromansky will miss 2 to 3 months after having surgery on a sports hernia. Of course, Lionel Messi is going to appear in the Super Bowl ad for Michelob Ultra. Drank some Michelob Ultra yesterday. They dropped some off for us, for Vlad and I. Free beer is the best beer. So I enjoyed that. But nonetheless, really cool. Not so excited about Inter Miami and the injury problems that they're having. You know, Fukando Farias, he is out for the season. Now you're going to be missing Benjamin Kromansky for a little while. The season is going to start the end of February. First game going to be at home against Real Salt Lake. That is going to be an impossible ticket to get. Also an impossible press pass for me to get too, but I'll see what I can do. Maybe do some live streaming from there if I get in. Or maybe just go to the parking lot, Vice City 1896 supporters group. Just do some tailgating and catch the game somewhere else. Starting Thursday at Lone Depot Park, it's the Caribbean Baseball Series. It will run for 9 days. National Treasure won the Pegasus World Cup yesterday at Gulfstream. Bob Baffert is the winning trainer. A little controversy. Bob Baffert has been known for some questionable practices with his horse. Nonetheless, always a good time over there at the Pegasus World Cup. Gulfstream, Hollandale Beach. Used to live right by there. My dude Blake P and I go run around. I didn't gamble, but watched people gamble, drink some beers. Good time. Love the horse races. Me and Giuseppe and Nathan bet on them all the time. Do I always win? No, it's still a good time. The 22nd running of the Miami Marathon was held earlier today in downtown Miami. Those people running and gunning. The Kenyans ruled, both men and women winning that race. Whew, marathons. I ran a marathon one time with no training. You can go look it up on YouTube. Just put Dan Day Marathon, something like that. And you will see that I ran a marathon in 6 hours. No training, just drinking Gatorade, running around. Chuck Taylor's on. No joke. You can check it out. Go to YouTube. Of course, you can watch us live on YouTube and Twitch right now. Just put 560 WQAM. Then when this show gets over, put Dan Day Marathon in, and you will see me in all my glory running 22.3 or something like that, 23.2 miles. Oh, man. Florida Atlantic, they have just gotten underway against North Texas. We'll try to keep you updated on that. An Italian Yannick Sinner came back from losing the first 2 sets to defeat Russian Daniil Medvedev in the men's final of the Australian Open. I was really hoping Daniil Medvedev would win simply because every single match that he was in the Australian Open went to the extreme. And same thing today. He was up 2-0. And then he was like, oh yeah, I got to play enough tennis to make it count. This man logged more tennis time in the Australian Open than I think some people log all year professionally in tennis. But nonetheless, Italian Yannick Sinner taking down Novak Djokovic and Daniil Medvedev. Congratulations to him. Speaking of time to congratulate, let's congratulate some day spa. A woman says she has a foolproof method to get guys to buy her drinks at bars. Yeah, it's called being hot and available. Real simple. Foolproof. Gets you every time. Happy endings for everyone. There's good, there's bad here in the South Florida sports world. Heat, bad. Panthers, good. AFC, NFC championship game. Will they be bad? Will they be good? We're about to find out very, very soon. Of course, you can listen to both games right here on 560 WQAM. But next, going to take a deep dive into what the hell happened to the Heat. This is Sports Day on 560 WQAM.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios.
yard 24/7.
She said she too young, don't want no man. So she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just saw the sushi from Japan. Now yo bitch wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
Sports Day, 560 WQAM. I am Dan Day. My cousin Vladimir Lewisson. Spending some time with his family. All good, nothing crazy, nothing wild. Just I'm only on for an hour today, and Vlad had some issues he had to deal with. Taking care of that. So it's me and you, solo dolo, getting things going. Got a little Tiesto playing. Post Malone, Jackie Chan. Love this song. Tiesto, he's here in South Florida. Friday night, Club Live, $90. Last night, Club Dare, $100. Today for free at 11, downtown Miami. It's like a post-rave cruise party. Didn't make it out there today. I was out at Zay Zay last night. It's a kind of bar around this area. Well, I say this area. Little Haiti, New River area. Place was banging. It was supposed to be disco night. There was nothing disco about that. Band playing some reggaeton, and then it was just dance music all night. A lot of people drinking Liquid Death, a lot of water. And I was like, why is everybody drinking water? Then I realized, yeah, the music. It was kind of like this. Bubblegum and water. Zay Zay. I was just drinking beer. I was drinking High Lies. Chose to drink High Lies. It was cool. Zay Zay, really, really cool club. And across the street, they got a place called Magic 13. It's a brewery. I also wanted to check that out, but it was getting kind of late, had to, do some things. Oh, I had to do something last night because that Heat game was a stinker. Heat fought all the way back, fourth quarter, tied the game. You started thinking, we got some momentum. And then Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and the Knicks said, 16-3 run. And it got really bad, really nasty, and we couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Jimmy Butler was bricking things. Bam Adebayo wasn't very effective. Jaime Jaquez Jr., once again, I understand he's coming back from injury. Probably isn't 100%. He got cooked a couple times. Jalen Brunson cooks a lot of people. I'm not going to lie. Nonetheless, no excuse for that. The way they've been playing lately has been absolutely atrocious. This week doesn't look that much better. You do get the Wizards on Friday. If you can't beat the Wizards, then you have something wrong. I'm going to hit the panic button if they lose all the games this week. I understand the Suns, very good team, especially on paper. Maybe not as good as we thought they were going to be. That's okay. Sacramento comes into the Kaseya Center. I'm a believer in Sacramento. I think they should have won in the playoffs last year. They just didn't have enough experience, and Golden State had more experience, and Steph Curry went off in Game 7. Okay. You lose those two games, that's not nice at home. But then you go to Washington, you play the Wizards on Friday. Got to win that game. The Wizards are terrible. Jordan Poole is their best player. Jordan Poole, a guy they ran out of Golden State, is your best player. Got to go out there. Got to take care of business. Got to win some of the games this week, especially against the Washington Wizards. Last night was just, I call it night. I was at Giuseppe and Nathan's watching the game. It was painful to watch the Miami Heat down the stretch. Jimmy Butler did have a good game, gives you 28 points. But like I said, when they needed him, he was missing some shots. Bam Adebayo, I thought was not that effective, although he did have a double-double, 12 points, 13 rebounds. Thought he was kind of wishy-washy. Tyler Hero, saw him make a couple of threes. They even said on TV, a very quiet 18 points for Tyler Hero. So he wasn't allowed 18 points, but he did give you 18 points. Terry Rozier, okay, I know it's only 3 games, but we need to see some signs. 10 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 32 minutes. Terry Rozier, show some life out there. Give us something. Duncan Robinson, he had a good game. He's had a good season. Like I said, lately he's been kind of up and down. Last night or yesterday, he was up 19 points in just 26 minutes. Jaime Jaquez Jr., like I said, he cannot be 100% healthy. Only 6 points, 24 minutes. Like I said, he got cooked a couple times. Not so great. Caleb Martin, once again, not 100%. 6 points, 16 minutes. Kevin Love coming back from the injury, 2 points in 14 minutes. You got a couple of minutes from Nikola Jovic and Orlando Robinson. They did not score. Haywood Highsmith gives you 8 points. And the fourth quarter was just absolutely terrible. 36-23, you were outscored. 36-23 outscored. After in the third quarter, you did a really good job. You outscored them 35-28 coming out of halftime. 36-23, 125-109. I don't know if Jimmy, let's look at the bright side of things. Okay, it's a long season. You're still 24-22. You have a winning record. You've had a lot of starting lineups, a lot of injury problems, a lot of things that have kind of not gone your way. I'm guessing now Jimmy Butler still kind of dealing with that toe issue, not 100%. So that's a good sign in a way, because you're saying, okay, we might have our guys back, but they're not playing at 100%. I don't think Jimmy Butler's playing at 100% still. Gives you those 28 points, 8 rebounds. Okay, we'll be fine. Jimmy's cool. Bam Adebayo, he's going to be Bam Adebayo. He's going to get you the double-double. He's going to get those nights where he scores 25, 28 points. He gets you those rebounds. Bam's okay. Bam's having another year where he might be named to an all-star team this coming Thursday. That's when they announced the reserves. Tyler Hero's had a great season, although he had a quote-unquote quiet 18 points last night. Tyler Hero's been injured a little bit. I think he's pretty much back into 100% shape, so let's hope he continues to have a good season. Duncan Robinson having a breakout year, really one of his best years ever. But like I said, lately he's been up and down and up and down and up and down. Hopefully he can kind of steady the ship and continue to give you double-digit points every single night. Great three-point shooting, stretching the floor, making things good, be all right. More signs for hope. Terry Rozier. He has not played that well as a Miami Heat player. But you got to figure the numbers are going to kind of start averaging out. I know he was scoring 20-some-odd points on a really bad Charlotte Hornets team. I mean, there's 3 worst teams in the NBA: Charlotte Hornets, Portland Trailblazers, and the Washington Wizards. But still, you figure he's got the scoring ability. Once he kind of gets acclimated to Heat culture and being here in Miami, staying here in Miami, living here, and his teammates, you got to figure the numbers will start going up. It just feels like right now he's kind of dazed and confused, kind of like the movie. He's just trying to figure things out, kind of get his footing where he's at. Hopefully the numbers start kind of catching up, and Terry Rozier is the Terry Rozier that we thought we were getting. Jaime Jaquez Jr., beginning of the year, he was great. He re-injured that groin. We expect him to be a force on both ends of the court, a true two-way player. He's got good size, good scoring ability, and good on defense when his groin is healthy. Yesterday, not so good on defense when we were getting cooked. Still, you got to figure Jaime Jaquez Jr., once he starts getting healthy again, he will be a force to be reckoned with. Caleb Martin, this year, I don't think he's played one game where he's been 100% healthy. He can get healthy, and we know what Caleb Martin is capable of. We know that what he did in the Eastern Conference Finals last year was glorious. Should have been the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. Went to Jimmy. Well-deserved, though, nonetheless. Kevin Love, you know Kevin Love, but wily vet, going to make things happen. Nikola Jovic, if you're still one of those people holding your breath saying, what, you just wait and see, you're going to have to wait a while. It's true. He's undercooked. He's not going to, midway through the season at the All-Star break, just snap into it and boom, 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 become a starter and start scoring all over the place every single night, being a force on this team. It's not going to happen this year. He's still young. He's still learning. He still has a lot to do on his game. So I'm not holding my breath thinking Nikola Jovic is going to be this revelatory player that figures it all out all of a sudden and is a starter and a scorer and a defender and gives you size. I just don't think that's going to happen. But nonetheless, there's signs that can make you hopeful. Now, the New York Knicks, give them credit. They're a good team. I'm ready to say it right now. Some people say they're a phony team. I know last year they won a playoff series against the Cavs, but they were still kind of phony, and I knew the Heat were going to take care of them. This year, they're bigger, better, and better. OG Anunoby, great player, gives you 19 points. Julius Randle dislocated his shoulder, still gave you 19 points in 32 minutes. Isaiah Hartenstein, good player, give you some solid minutes. Jalen Brunson is a star. He had 32 points in 38 minutes last night. And down the stretch on that run, when they put us away, he was making buckets. Jalen Brunson is a true star. Get you thinking, Dallas Mavericks, they could go back in time, pay Jalen Brunson the money, or would you prefer Kyrie Irving? I like Kyrie Irving. I think he's good. But if I had a choice between Jalen Brunson or Kyrie Irving, my heart and my wallet, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, 100%. He has proven he is that guy. Dante DiVincenzo, he's a great player, give you 11 points. Josh Hart, I think the world of him. I think if you could get him here at the Heat, trade what you got to trade, get him here. One of the more underrated players in the league. I remember when he played with the Pelicans. Absolutely loved him. He's also a Chelsea fan. Absolutely love Josh Hart. The best rebounding guard in the game. Makes big shots, makes big plays, plays hard every night. Man, 14 points yesterday, 9 rebounds. Like I said, the best rebounding guard in the league, especially for his size. 5 assists. He has Heat culture written all over him. But I think the Knicks, they know they got somebody special in Josh Hart, and they're going to hold on to him. Pelicans should have held on to him, but we wanted CJ McCollum, so we had to trade him. Precious Achiuwa. That's right, Precious Achiuwa. He plays for the New York Knicks. He gave you 4 points yesterday. Quentin Grimes, very good player, 12 points. Miles McBride even threw in 9 points in 10 minutes. They got a good lineup. The Knicks got a good lineup. Now we have to deal with them. Miami Heat, they just keep faltering, and the standings keep getting nastier. We're currently in 7th place, 24-22. We are half a game up on the Magic, who are coming in, and we're going to be playing very soon. And we are 2 games behind the Pacers for 6th place. The Knicks, they are currently in 4th place, 6 games behind the Celtics, who mollywopped the Heat the other day. You got the Celtics, the Bucks with Doc Rivers, 76ers with the Embiid P, the Knicks, the Cavs. Okay, the Cavs, the Pacers, who can score 1 billion points but can't defend to save their life on a 2-game winning streak. Cavs are actually 9-1 in the past 10 games. Knicks 8-2 with a 6-game winning streak going on right now. Vlad is going to enjoy those beers at Duffy's Implantation on Friday. Man, got us really, really good. When I was talking about terrible teams, I forgot about the Pistons. They are probably the worst team in the league. I don't know, though. I watched a couple Blazers games this year, and the Blazers actually have a better record than the Spurs. So, I don't know. Spurs got a big win the other night, but this Heat team right now, once again, they can go on a 10-game winning streak starting Monday against Phoenix. They're capable of beating a Phoenix team that's been susceptible at some points this season. They're capable of going on a run and making things happen. But right now, they're bad. They're not a good team. 7th place in the Eastern Conference. In the Western Conference, 7th place, the Pelicans. But they're 26-20. And they actually score a lot of points and are exciting. Heat are having trouble scoring. And it's not that they're not getting contributions, like we said, from Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, and I was going to say Kyle Lowry, but I mean, Jimmy Butler gives you 28. Bam Adebayo, double-double, 12 points, 13 rebounds. Tyler Hero, 18 points. Terry Rozier needs to score more because Duncan Robinson gave you 19 yesterday. Still not even close to enough firepower. Terry Rozier needs to pick it up. He needs to start scoring 17, 18 points every night. That'll make it happen. Bam Adebayo, we need now apparently more than 12 points. Give us some more points. Keep getting those rebounds. But Jimmy, Bam, Tyler, they've been scoring. They've been doing their thing. Where is the rest of the points coming from? Hopefully Jaime Jaquez Jr. can get healthy. Duncan Robinson can keep playing at a high rate. Caleb Martin can get healthy. Terry Rozier, we brought you here. We need your O. Bring us your O. Give us that O face. Terry Rozier, though. But I got to believe in my heart of hearts that Terry Rozier, the numbers are going to equal out, and eventually he will start scoring 15, 16, 17, 18 points every single night. Every once in a while, throw in 25. Get hot. Get acclimated. Be all right. And you know you got the best coach around. And I don't want to hear this. Eric Spoelstra, his pockets are weighing him down. He just signed that new contract. Now the team's not playing it well. He's not coaching. That's silliness. Eric Spoelstra has done it for a very long time, very, very well. He's not going to lose that magic touch just overnight because he just signed a contract. So things are okay. We're freaking out now because yesterday was not pretty. That run at the end of the game was miserable. Nonetheless, still got to believe in Eric Spoelstra and the Heat. I'm optimistic, and I'm not just being a homer. I'm being real with you. And as we know with the Heat, never count them out when they get in the playoffs because they get in the playoffs and they can take anybody down. Now, the Boston Celtics, really good. Their coach, Joe Mazzulla, really got outcoached last year by Eric Spoelstra in the Eastern Conference Finals. They did whip us the other day, but once again, whenever the Heat and the Celtics get together in the playoffs, strange things happen. So, okay, the Bucks. We've owned the Bucks for the most part in the playoffs. I said that one year they swept us and won the championship. They've got Doc Rivers now. They seem to have not really figured things out. Is their lineup scary? Absolutely. I mean, you got Giannis, Dame Time, Lopez. Okay. But still, once again, not totally scared of them. 76ers, I think the 76ers could be a problem. I'm not going to lie. I think they're a very good team and Joel Embiid, but Joel Embiid gets hurt. Something bad happens. Or maybe he just has a bad series. Bam Adebayo shuts him down. You got a chance. The Knicks, recency bias, yes, the Knicks are a better team right now than the Heat. But once again, you figure you get in the playoffs, playoff Jimmy shows up, him and Jalen Brunson battle it out. Gotcha. Cavs and Pacers, we feel as though we're good enough to beat the Cavs if we face them in a playoff series. Pacers, can you keep up the scoring against the Pacers would be a good question. They actually do scare me a little bit. Pacers do scare me because they can score a lot now. They don't defend at all, so the Heat are going to get their points. But it comes a shootout. The Heat have shown they're not exactly a shootout type team. But still, there is hope. Start getting some wins. Jaime Jaquez Jr., get healthy. Terry Rozier, figure things out. Things will be okay. I believe that. I want to believe that. I do believe that. I seriously do believe that. If you want to join in, 305-567-0560, the number to text. Also, jump in on the YouTube and the Twitch. We are live on YouTube and Twitch. I've got some people coming in. Sergey has come in, and he's saying we're fat cats now. I understand. We're figuring it out. The Heat are figuring it out. RB says, hey, Dan, you are the classic optimist with the home team. Sorry, the Heat is at best mediocre plus NBA grade team. That's what we said last year. So we said last year when they went into the play-in games. This is not a very good team. It's a mediocre team. And lo and behold, they went and won. Maybe they're like the Kansas City Chiefs. They do just enough to get by. Just enough. Don't want to expend any more energy. Get healthy. Terry Rozier, figure things out. You'll see. The Heat, they'll start going on a little bit of a run. And then in the playoffs, when playoff Jimmy shows up, and you got Spo, the mastermind, and Pat Riley doing Pat Riley things, do not count this Heat team out. Do not count them out. Up next, getting ready for the AFC and NFC championship game. God, I thought the Dolphins would be in the AFC championship game this year. That's on Sports Day 560 WQAM.
Ring in the new year with the ultimate timeless gift.
our shenanigans.
WQAM.
On your smart speaker.
I'm Vanilla Baby.
I'm Vanilla Baby. Jack Harlow. It's my jam right here. Song of the year.
And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and you can't tie me down.
But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me, baby. Man, always listening to the music. I love just sitting out on my porch sometimes, looking out on Miami's beautiful skyline, listening to music, having a good time. Actually, I'm going to Phoenix, Arizona in March. I'm going to go up to Sedona. And the night I get into Phoenix, indie rock greats, Slater Kinney going to be performing. I'm thinking about throwing down that $36-40, going to see Slater Kinney. Not every day you get to see a legendary all-female band like Slater Kinney. I'm going to be doing that. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be cool. Hopefully Phoenix, everybody says Scottsdale is crazy and fun. Good times. Last night, after that Heat game, went out to Zay Zay here in, I guess you'd call it Midtown Miami. Really cool place. They got the outdoor venue where bands play, and then the indoor venue is like a club. So you get a little bit of both. $9 highlights. That's what I'm talking about. Free parking though for now. Wait till the city finds out that you can park for free and it's starting to get crowded. They're going to start charging people. Nonetheless, Zay Zay was cool last night. Today, though, when I get off in just a couple of minutes, actually, I'm going to go race down to North Miami and help a Venezuelan lady move furniture. She doesn't have anybody to help her. She doesn't know English probably all that well, and mi español es malo, pero suficiente. So it should be kind of interesting. We'll see what happens. Always excited to help people move, but you know what? I always have to move. Nobody helps me. So why am I helping people again? Oh, yeah, I'm a good guy. Yeah, that's what good guys say. Nonetheless, Heat not so good. I'm trying to finish this move up in North Miami as fast as I can so I can watch Kansas City and Baltimore play. Over under on Taylor Swift being shown on TV today, I'm saying 10 times. You got to get her early. You got to get it before the game starts. Then if Travis Kelce does something, you got to show her. If he scores a touchdown, she's going to be belly bumping Brittany Mahomes. And then at the end of the game, they'll show her a lot. And then, of course, if Kansas City wins, which I do think they will, they're going to show a ton of her. Then you get San Francisco and Detroit. Ooh, what a great story. Detroit could make their first Super Bowl ever. Jared Goff can silence a lot of critics by going to the Super Bowl for the second time. Jared Goff, second time if he wins. San Francisco, a lot of people think it's a done deal. They got it. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. That's a good story. Mr. Irrelevant makes it to the Super Bowl. Pretty good. Telling you right now, though, I got Kansas City beating Baltimore, and I know Baltimore is a great team. I just don't know if they can be great enough today. I think Kansas City all year long and for the past 2 or 3 years has just lied in the weeds waiting. They give you exactly what they need. Don't want to expend any more energy. They want people to be saying, oh, what's wrong with this team? We always say that, and then they win the Super Bowl, or they at least go to the Super Bowl. There's nothing wrong with their team. They're just doing exactly what they need to get by. And I think this is the case of them doing it again. And it might be a hard-fought game, but they always find a way. A missed field goal, a made field goal, a touchdown here, a penalty there, Patrick Mahomes, a run. They just find a way to win. And I like Baltimore. I like Lamar Jackson. I want Baltimore to win. I don't really hate Kansas City. And I think Baltimore is probably pound for pound a better team. But do they know how to win in this situation? I think Kansas City just has that it factor, that will, knowing how to win, the confidence. The brain is the most powerful muscle in the body. I think Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes leading the way, Taylor Swift in the crowd. It's just too much for Baltimore, even at Baltimore with their defense and Lamar Jackson and everything else. Could be wrong. Baltimore could go in there and just run them out of the stadium. I tip my hat. But right now, I got Kansas City. And then the late night game, I'm definitely going to be home for that. Going to see Giuseppe and Nathan. I'm going to grab some beers, go to Jensen's liquor store, grab a couple of beers, maybe some Prestige beer, maybe a Mango Rita, get wild in the streets. Go sit down with them and watch San Francisco take on the Detroit Lions. I want Detroit to win. They got a whole city behind them. People are living it, loving it. Team that one time went over one season. One of the few teams to ever go over. Now they have a chance to finally get to a Super Bowl. That would be a great story. Jared Goff, once again, silencing the critics. Dan Campbell, everybody made fun of him at first, talking about biting kneecaps and being tough and rough and nasty. They've been just that, tough, rough, nasty. That defense is kind of not pretty, but nonetheless, they'll score some points. They'll go for it on fourth down all the time. They're riverboat gamblers. I just think San Francisco at home, not inclement weather. The Packers kind of scared them a little bit. They got past that. Brock Purdy, I don't think he's anything special. I think the system he's in is a system where the defense is really good and he can make maybe more mistakes or be a little more risky than a normal quarterback would because he knows that defense has his back. Detroit just doesn't seem like, to me, they're going to be good enough. But I could be wrong once again. I would love to be wrong. I just got the repeat of the Miami Super Bowl that we had a couple of years back. I think in Vegas, 2 weeks from today, you are going to get the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes versus Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, and San Francisco. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. I'm excited about these games. Like I said, going to do some moving. Hola, ¿cómo está? Aquí? Sí. Brushing up with my Spanish. Might have to use my phone a little bit. No. Hopefully she gives me some beer at the end of the day. Nonetheless, then I'm going to Jensen's liquor store, going to say hi to everybody, get some hooch, get on out, Giuseppe and Nathan, and enjoy my cousin Vladimir Lewison. Kind of glad he wasn't here today because he would probably be rubbing it in my face that he's going to get some drinks at Duffy's Implantation on a Friday when I DJ because I lost a bet. I thought the Heat find a way to end the losing streak against the Knicks. I didn't know the Knicks were that good. I saw how good they were yesterday. They are a very good team right now. We'll see you in the playoffs. Wait till we get to the playoffs. Different Heat team in the playoffs with Spo, playoff Jimmy, hopefully healthy Tyler, although last year they didn't have a healthy Tyler. Bam Adebayo playing at all-star level. Duncan Robinson has had a rebirth. Jaime Jaquez Jr. getting healthy. Terry Rozier finally getting acclimated to Miami and scoring some points. 10 points last night for Terry Rozier. Got to get it going. We need that. You're barely producing more than Kyle Lowry was producing. That's not good. That's not good. Nonetheless. We'll see, though. Heat have a tough schedule ahead of them. Like I said, Monday and Wednesday, 2 Western Conference. I would call them powers in the Phoenix Suns, who have a lot of talent, kind of underperformed, and the Sacramento Kings, who are a class act right now. It's hard to say that about Sacramento, but it's absolutely true. But it's AFC, NFC championship today. Then the All-Star, my dude Seth Gelman hit me up and told me, Panthers now taking a break. They're not playing Philadelphia on Tuesday. It's a week from Tuesday because it is the NHL All-Star break coming up this week. So get a little rest, Panthers. You've earned it. You've been great this year. Heat, get moving, get going. NFC, AFC championship. Woo! It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Then they're off to Las Vegas. And in Orlando next week is the, whatever you call it, Pro Bowl, flag football, 8 hours of just, so enjoy the football this week. Next week, spend some time with your family. I don't know. Help a Venezuelan woman move and have a good time. I am Dan Day. Hit me up at Dan Day Radio. And this has been Sports Day on 560 WQAM. Later, slug.
Hi, mijo. Traveling for work?
Yes, mommy.